guys and gals, here we are, back on today's project, the 1971 Chevelle Crown Jewel. So what we got going on today, we got to get this inside all scuffed up, seam sealed up, ready to put our liner on there. We're going to get this thing protected so that as we go through the rest of the process, that's not all exposed and just getting all beat up. So we'll get this set up, and we'll click it back on and show you what we're working with. Alright, now you can see what we got. We got our new floor pans in, all welded in, all ground down. Got our hole in the floor, a little space there, that's for where our 4-speed is going to go. Floor pans all here, new rockers. We're going to get this set up, get this ready, seam seal this up, scuff it up, get her on some kind of coating on there. We'll show you what that's going to be here in a little bit. Alright guys and gals, here we are back with the 71 Chevelle. We're in here getting all cozy. Going to get this floor scuffed up. What I got here, red Scotch-Brite pad. Like I said, way to save yourself some money, take these, cut them in half, and give yourself 2. Alright? We're going to save you the trouble of watching all this. We're going to get this scuffed up, turn you back on when we get it all done. Alright guys and gals, we got our seam sealer loaded up in our caulk gun. It's Automotive Body Sealer 100. Went to our local parts store today, picked this up. We're going to go along each one of these seams and seal all this up so we don't have any moisture or any water getting in anywhere. That's the main goal. Got this wiring harness here. Let's pull that out of the way quick. You want to make sure you get it in the crevices here. That way you seal that seam. Hence the word seam sealer. We're going to get this done and we'll cut you back on and show you what that looks like. Get her all wrapped up. Alright guys and gals, here we are back. We got our seam sealer put on here. We're going to take this little flat spatula. I don't know what it's called. It's a spreader. So we're going to use this to flatten this out to get all our bumps and lumps out. And push that seam sealer into the seam. Simple as just taking it, landing on there, smashing her in. And what that does, it gives you an opportunity. You got a little spot you missed or whatever, you go back, put it on your little knife, blade her in there. We're going to go around this whole thing, get it all sealed up good, and we're going to come back and put a coating on the floor to protect this during the process of us finishing our restoration. We're going to do something that might surprise y'all, so stay tuned. We'll click you back on and show you what we got. Alright guys and gals, here's another tip for you. We got ourselves a little throwaway 1-inch brush here. Got our little mixing cup here. A little lacquer thinner in it. Lacquer thinner, acetone, either one will work. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this and just wet our bristles. And we're going to use this to smooth all this out, okay? So any little lumps, bumps, any imperfections, we're going to use this brush with a little lacquer on it. Get this all laid in here nice and tight. Smooth all this out. That way when we put our coating on, it'll all look seamless. And that's what we're after. A nice finished product. Make sure this is all, and it helps push it in too, okay? You don't need a lot. Just take it along there and see how that just slicks that right over. There you go. And we'll go around the whole thing here and get that done. And then let this dry really good. Alright? And then we'll show you what our next step's going to be. We'll click you back on in a second. Alright guys and gals, here we are. We got our seam sealer in, got it all smoothed out, got it all brushed in. Now we're going to go to our next step. What I got here? Herculiner. Bed liner. This is a polyurethane product. It's designed as an undercoating and a sealer. Okay, it's rubberized. The reason I'm going to do this, this car's going to be in the shop here a couple months. We're going to have to come in here and do some work. I don't want to tear this floor up. If it weren't for that, we'd paint it. Okay. Now this is going to do 2 things for us. It's going to give us a sound deadener, and it's going to get us a protective layer over this whole floor. So we're going to do the top and the bottom with this, but we're just going to show you the top for now. So let me get set up here. I'll get my can opened up, mix it up. Very little tools you need here, okay? Got a paintbrush, got a special roller that comes with the kit, a little hand roller, and a stir stick. And this you can do anywhere. We'll get set up here. We'll start getting this in, and we'll show you a little bit of the process. Touch you back on in a second. So here we are, guys and gals. We got our can opened up. Now, I will show you. Look, this has a lot of solids in it. So you want to take your time here and mix this up really good. So we're going to go ahead and get this mixed up, and then we'll show you a little bit of applying this to the floor. All right, guys and gals, as you can see, this is a real simple process. Okay, and I know there's a lot of other coatings out there that you could spray on, but this is just something you could do with a simple paintbrush and roller. Okay, you don't need any fancy equipment to do this, and it's going to give you a really good, even finish. Now, we are going to put 2 coats on this. We're going to have to wait in between. Obviously, you want to plan out your painting here so you don't paint yourself in a corner to where you're stuck in the car for the next 9 hours. Okay, you don't want that. So just take your time, apply a nice layer, brush it in so you have an even consistency throughout, and that's going to seal up any little imperfections in your seams. It's going to give us all one consistent look throughout. Okay, like I said, this car is going to be here a couple months. We got a lot more work to do with it. I want this to stay nice. I want this to be sealed up and protected. I want to be able to have this as a durable work surface while I'm in here. And I don't want to be worried about scratching paint up and all that stuff. All right, so we're going to get this going, get this done. We'll show you what it looks like as a finished product. All right, guys and gals, we're going to go ahead and take our little roller here, and we're going to just work this in so we get this nice, even, consistent pattern throughout, okay? We want to roll this on here so it fills in all of these cracks, crevices, all these little areas. Gives us a nice, even coat. Now, you'll notice this is pretty heavy, all right? You're going to want to let this dry really good before you put your second coat on here. Now, the reason I like this stuff better than just undercoating, okay? This stuff will dry and create a membrane. It's not going to be like rubberized undercoating. It's going to stay wet for 25, 30 years. All right? That's why we choose to use this. We're going to get this done, click you back on, and show you what the end result looks like. All right, guys and gals, there you go. Now you can see we got the whole floor done. Looking good. We're going to let that dry overnight, second coat that, and that's going to give us a real nice protection for our new floor pans, make them last tons and tons of years. All right, guys and gals, you know why we do it, for the love of hot rods and horsepower. We'll catch you on the next one. Go out there and get yourself a project. Start enjoying it.